All right, so today's message is if you need patience, God will give you more opportunities to gain patience. So you mean like, what do I mean? So if we ask God for patience, God gives us more opportunities. So through our life, when situations happen, family members or whatever, we will begin to gain patience through those things. James 1 and 2. Consider it pure joy, my brother, when encounters and trials of many kinds, because you know, this is verse 3, that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. So we know how, we used to always say like, oh, they did, they trying me today, or they was testing me, you know. Perseverance, the definition, steadfast in doing something despite difficulty. So with that, it may be difficult to gain patience, but that's what God allows us to do. It says we're delaying in achieving success. So sometimes there's perseverance, and it could be a delay. What we feel like, we should achieve success or gain patience, dealing with certain individuals. God knows exactly how to get more patience inside of us. He knows, like, especially like our pet peeves. We have certain family members that, may act a certain way. You say every time they act like this, but God is saying, if they act the way they are, who act the way that they do act, we should be able to understand how to deal with them already. Why? Because we already know how certain people are going to be. We know how our boss is going to be. We know how family members are going to be. We know how coworkers are going to be. If you have that coworker that always think that, they're the manager or something like that, you already know how people are going to be. And God is saying, I'm trying to produce perseverance in you. Verse 4 of James chapter 1. Allow perseverance to finish his work so that you may be mature and complete and not lacking anything. Verse 5, if any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and will be given to him. So God is saying, if you need patience, perseverance, just ask me. He'll give it to you. Just ask or anything like that, because he understands what it takes to get that, and he knows the individuals that you are dealing with. Remember, he created them. So he knows exactly, that's why it's not a coincidence of the family members that you have, that you can gain patience from that as well too. Luke 21:19, by your patient endurance, you will gain your souls. So God is saying, by your patience, our soul will begin to be at peace. We will do that. Hebrews 6:12, then you will not be sluggish, but will imitate those who through faith and patience inherit what has been promised. So God is already promising us that, and God is saying that we won't be sluggish. Why? Because there's a point where we'll learn, dealing with people, and how to deal with people. First Peter 1:7, so that the authenticity of your faith, more precious than gold, which perishes, even though refined by fire. That's the key word. So refined by fire. So it's our authenticity of our faith is refined in our deepest moments, our darkest moments. Dealing with those individuals or anything like that may result in praise, glory, and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Romans 12:18. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. So God knows that there are going to be difficult times to be at peace with people, but God is saying, just try. Hebrews 12:14. So again, he says it, make every effort to live at peace with everyone and do be holy, and without holiness no one will see the Lord. So there's times, even there are people that I've dealt with, in life, that I tried to be peaceful with. And some people you just have to love from a distance, y'all may not be cool anymore or anything like that. Sometimes people say some hurtful things, or they do something to your family or anything. You like, listen, you know what? We ain't, me and you really ain't cool no more or anything like that. But that doesn't mean that you have to be in their face every day, say, hey, how's everything going? I see people, even if, me and them ain't cool anymore, hey, how you doing or whatever, or you just wave or something like that. And again, that's not being fake. That's just doing what God said do. That don't mean you always gonna have to, be around that person. And sometimes I think that's what some people feel like, is that you have to, what God is saying is like, you have to be around that person and, hang with them. And sometimes you just can't hang with people because y'all spirits just don't agree. Some people, act out in the flesh, and they always act like that when they're around you. And, it's just hard, be difficult to live with them. Some people you just say, hey, listen, I really can't, chill with you all like that, because you just do too much. You know what I'm saying? And then you have verse 19, Romans 12. God said, "Do not avenge yourselves, beloved, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord." So God is saying, even with those individuals that have done something drastic, major to you, devastating, be it divorce, be it domestic violence, I mean, whatever the case may be, God is saying, try to live at peace with them. And God is saying, don't worry about it. I got this. I know it was rough. I got this, and God said, I'll take care of it. A lot of times, we want to take matters in our own hands. We want to take care of things like, oh, well, I ain't no punk. And like, it's not about that. God is like, I'll take care of that. If that person done you wrong or whatever, I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. Try to live at peace, be at peace. That's why you're gaining perseverance. And that's why I said that, the authenticity of our faith, will be, refined by the fire, and the more difficult the situation, the more patience that you can gain through it. So in life, when we go through other situations, we can be like, man, if I made it through that, I can make it through this. So definitely just want to be an encouragement and just say, if you need more patience, God's going to give you more opportunity to gain patience. God bless. Love y'all.